Okay, so the backstory of this is I was watching the fight last night, and his name Abdullah Mason. He was fighting last night, and before the fight came on, this image quickly came across the screen, but I caught it. You know, my family they didn't even see it. They didn't even know what I was talking about because I was like, "Yo, rewind that," and they was like, "Rewind what? What are you talking about?" And I was like, "Chill, hold on. This is the shit that they love to do. They throw that shit right in your face, and because people aren't aware, and a lot of people don't have eyes to see or ears to hear. And you know, the Lord is not dealing with everybody, so you know, first and foremost, to see certain things, the blatant disrespect, the pride of these people, you can't fathom it, right? Because you're still blinded by the whipping that E constantly whips you with and make it seem like there's no racism. This is why you have the elders of our nation always talking about, you know, a lot of people can't get jobs because they don't apply themselves. They don't go out and do it. Not that we can exceed the qualifications and still won't be employed. Not that our color or our complexion have anything to do with it. Not that we have a perpetual hatred. Rather, not that they have a perpetual hatred toward us for us having this birthright, man. But the picture before you looks like a man hanging. You see how that line is like just hanging there? Like, where did it come from and why is it there? Look at it. Why is that line there? And why? That's a I used to do stagehand, right? And that right there is like a strobe light. And for it to be looking like a limp body and the head hanging over, collapsed rather, because of the rope around its neck is crazy. That right there is no coincidence. That's purpose. You know what I'm saying? And just want to bring out a couple scriptures, man. Maybe and just call it on that because I just thought that was something that needed to be brought up because, you know, we never are supposed to forget who our enemies are, especially in this truth. So before I begin, I'd like to give all honor, all praise, all glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Akwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS for teaching us this truth and sincerity, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Aaron Bond Lawyer coming at you with another lesson in the spirit. Hopefully it's edifying to the point, and then on to the next. So let's get these scripts real quick. I had them, propped, right? This is Deuteronomy 25:17. It says, "Remember what Amalek did unto thee by the way, when ye were come forth out of Egypt." I'm going to read that again. Shalakia in the NLT. It says, "Never forget what the Amalekites did to you as you came from Egypt." 18, it says, "How he met thee by the way, and smite the hindmost of thee, Salakia, even all that were feeble behind thee, when thou wast faint and weary, and he feared not power. So that's saying that, I'm going to read it in the NOT. It says, they attacked you when you were exhausted and weary, and they struck down those who were straggling. What the hell? Straggling behind. They had no fear of power, right? Because the Lord gave them a specific time to do certain things, man. You know what I'm saying? And they were supposed to have mercy. You know what I'm saying? And that's something Amalek didn't. He took full advantage of us during our weakest points. And he's still doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? Because he believed that we don't have a power because judgment is not brought down on him expediently. So he don't believe, right? So let's get that real quick. Judgment is not executed speedily, right? That's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. And you know, that's E's calling. He always under the impression that we don't have a power. But the elites know that we do. This is why they constantly and continuously beat us to a pulp. In every essence of the word beat. You know, they tried their best to make us not remember who we are. And through all the confusion, right? That's what that tumult is talking about in Psalms 83, right? That's what that tumult is about. Just a bunch of noise. Just noise on top of noise on top of noise. It blinds you. It creates a barrier between you and understanding. Just yelling, screaming, hollering, just everything is coming at you fast forward. No rest, no breathe. You don't have time to bereave those that you've lost. You gotta get right back into it. Come on, keep going. And this is what he does, man. Those are one of his devices, man. That's what that scripture says. Let's get that. Because I was about to botch that. Right? This Corinthians 2 and 11. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of you. Right? And that's his advantage. Controversy, confusion. Not giving you an opportunity to breathe. Not giving you an opportunity to understand. Not giving you an opportunity to digest and correctly make a decision mentally. You can't make a decision in haste. The scripture always speaks about you making hasty decisions, man. You know? And that's just E. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord has a healthy portion paved out for him. His judgment is going to be astronomical. His judgment is something to see. You know how he's going to be shocked and amazed at our salvation? We're going to be the same way at his destruction. Not shocked and amazed, but the way it happened will shock and amaze you. We know it's coming, but how it's coming is yet to be seen. And And with that, I want to give all honor, all glory, all praise to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, B'Kahakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the GMS, for teaching us this truth and sincerity. And salutations to the hopeful elect. Kwam Yasharallah, Ababa Bull. Shalom, Israel. Shalom.